I broke 27 world records in Spaceflight Simulator, including the most engines, the biggest rover, and the highest fall ever survived. I also built this giant alien for some reason, and I'm even visiting every single planet with a single rocket and doing it faster than anyone else. This is going to be epic, so keep watching, but first let's get to space the fastest. The current world record by heroics is 2.6 seconds, but I can do it faster. In fact, I can do it instantly. You see, this right here is a rocket, right? Now what happens if I move it up? We spawn in the air. We can go further, right? And spawn here. You might guess my plan. Go up, further up, launch. We literally spawned in space 30 kilometers up, making our final time to reach space 0. Then let's put the most engines on one rocket. The record I found was this one with 184 engines. Remember, no cheats and no clipping. Now I think I can do a lot better. You see, by taking the smallest engine in the game, the tiny iron engine, we can fit a lot more engines in the same space, right? So this is the most efficient design, and we just copy, paste, paste. We're not even copying anymore, just pasting. Right, and then 432 engines, record broken. And now let's get the most objects into orbit. The current world record is 314. I can do better. For this, I need the smallest item, which is wheels. And to be precise, 618. Again, this involves a bit of copy pasting, so done. And if we launch, what? It's all compressing. Look at how much empty space is left. This is genuinely just insane how dense these wheels are packed together. It looks empty. But we go into space and then we detach and oh, they're all spreading around. Speed up a bit to equalize it and here we got it. 618 objects all in orbit at the exact same time. Then we're making the fastest Mars rover. This is a normal rover. Hello, I am a rover. Sorry. Anyway, we just put an engine on the rover and the main problem is Mars is low grav and a rover has to drive, not fly. Rovers can't fly. We just need to go up a hill and then go downhill without falling. Yes, no, we're spinning and dying. Dying is worse than spinning. I mean, this is still kinda lame, right? So I just put a Formula 1 car on Mars. Yeah, this is the true fastest rover ever. Hey NASA, hey SpaceX, I'd like to see you beat this. So this is why NASA doesn't do this. Next up, the most solar panels on one space station, which my original ISS holds with 206 square meters. This thing is all solar panel, but there's room for more. I mean, here we have the rockets. Each Saturn V can launch a module. We just have the base module, the entry module, and then the 10 solar panel modules. That's right, only solar panels. Let's launch the first one, right? Now let's launch the second one, and then the best part of any ISS, the first connection. Yes, and then the solar panels. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I skipped some because it's pretty repetitive. And then we just need to connect, right? I mean, that's pretty simple. And then the final connection, this will be so satisfying when it's finally done. Yeah, we got it. Dock the escape pod and then extend. This is amazing. This space station has 421 square meters, which makes it a new record. Soon we'll be building the biggest catapult, but first we're surviving inside the sun. The world record is currently 243 kilometers from the surface. I can get closer. You see, we take a few heat shields and we just make it a little bit of a tiny pyramid type shape, and then when we launch, it all falls apart. Oh no, that's terrible. We need a better strategy. What if we simply encase the rocket in heat shields? That's a strategy. That could work. Maybe, possibly, hypothetically. It might not fail, so let's simply try it. We're falling into the sun. We're alive. No! But wait, did you catch that? 216 kilometers. That's a new world record, even if barely.
What?
What?
Barely. Like a bear.
Then the most parts on one rocket. I don't know the actual record, so let's just do it so much it has to be the most. The smallest part is a structure block, so if we simply put a lot of structure blocks and copy, paste, copy... Bro, my game crashed, so I'm guessing this is the limit. 12,1119. Now let's see if we can launch. Okay, it's not crashing at least. We're going up. This has to be the most parts on any rocket ever. There's no way anyone else did this. Later we'll make a flying pirate ship, but first we're doing the most fuel ever. There's just one problem. Fuel is super heavy, and a rocket must fly. For every one Titan engine, we can have 3 large fuel tanks. So with 6 engines, that's 18. But we can still put engines on top, right? No! The rocket will explode. If we move it all the way to the top, we might be able to survive. And yes, just barely.
What?
What?
Barely. Like a bear.
Now we'll be surviving the highest fall ever, which, how high is that? It's moon meters high. That's right, I'm building a moon lander with a lot of protection, and then from the moon I'm launching myself at Earth. Right, and so we are falling from 15,000 kilometers, that's 15 million meters, and it's starting to burn, but we keep going, and it's, and I survived. This is so insane. Next up, we're building the best protected wall ever to protect our secret energy crystal. It has to survive 5 impacts, and now it doesn't survive 1. What if we just make it thicker? What's this? What? That's possible? No, but seriously, this can easily be destroyed. So how about spikes instead? This is working much better. Now launch the second rocket. Oh, third one. Oh, fourth one. And I'm dead. So now my next strategy to try is lots of wheels. Seriously, these things are indestructible. Look at this. And impact? None. It doesn't do anything. No matter how fast we go, it does nothing. So this is definitely the safest wall ever. No one has ever gotten to the outer planets before with just RCS, which means I'll be the first. The biggest issue is launching, so we'll just use our previous technique of moving something so far up that we can deploy in space. From here, we should be able to leave the Earth and in fact transfer to Jupiter without running out of fuel. This is insane. Since Jupiter is a gas giant, you can't really land there, so we'll just go to Europa instead, the icy planet around Jupiter. We're definitely getting closer and slow down. Slow down. And then we should be able to land. Yes, I made it to Europa with just RCS. What is a catapult? It's like this, right? Object on one side, weight on the other, and launch. Oh, we can do better. Make it bigger, more weight, launch. Now this is beginning to look like something. The world record is 320 meters, so even bigger, even more weight. Launch! How high is this gonna go? 421 meters. Yes, new record. Soon we're making the biggest Mars rover, but first the slowest fall with parachutes. We want two things, the least weight and the most parachutes. If we launch this into the air and separate, we should be able to deploy the parachutes and 12 meters per second, but they're only half deployed yet. 2 meters per second. This is so slow. This is walking speed. Falling like this would not hurt. It just takes a very long time. Yeah, survived. Next up, this is a square. This is 4 squares. This is a giant square that will get to the moon. We need big engines, capsules, small engines, landing legs, and now we should be able to launch. Too weak and it doesn't fly, too much and it burns. The throttle needs to be at the exact right middle. Now let's get into orbit to the left, get our path to the moon, slow down with the little engines and land. Pull in the landing legs and we're here. Don't know what it achieved, but we did it. This is a standard Mars rover. Hi, I'm a standard Mars rover. It can even jump. But what if the rover was big? Really big. Like this. I mean, it's just huge. Can it even jump? No, it's way too heavy. Look, here it is with a small rover and oh no! It's crushing the small rover! No! This should be illegal! The small rover is getting destroyed! And no! No! Okay, but it was really big. Then the most wheels on one car. Here we have a Tesla with 2 wheels. It can drive normally. Now what if we had a 3rd wheel? And a 4th? And a 10th? And a 25th? Can it even drive? Oh, my game doesn't like this, but it is driving. 25 wheels on a car. Of course, you can do more if you make like this or something, but this is hardly a car. Next up, the fastest flying boat. Ahoy and pull out me pirate ship, mateys. And I can do the accent, sorry, I'm not even gonna try. This boat is already pretty fast, but there's one problem. It's not really flying, so it's not a flying boat. So to break this record, it needs to go up. So by adding some engines to the bottom, we should be able to... no, it's not a plane. It should be like... yeah, it should be slightly above the water. And really fast. Ah, we're going so fast. This is the fastest flying ship I've ever been on. And also the only. Next up, we're going to do the fastest high-speed collision. The natural way of doing this would be in orbit, right? We have these little thingies in orbit of the moon. One to the right, one to the left. And now we wait. They should impact and... what? Replay that. What? They went through each other? Rotate a bit and... yes, they actually hit. At 2 kilometers per second each, that's 4 kilometers per second. But in fact, we can do better. Make a target, make a cannon, and launch. No! That was so fast it broke reality. It broke physics. 60 kilometers per second? What? The whole planet is shaking and being destroyed. Then we got the fastest race car. First, we got the normal race car. This is already really fast, by the way. We're going so extremely fast. Oh, 1 second. Destroy. We're going so extremely fast. No way. But what if the biggest engine in the game? Ah, this is literally unusable, but it is really fast. Next up, we're building the first flying city on Venus. We first need to build a floating island. Minecraft Skyblock looking island, but it works. For it to be a city, there need to be multiple buildings. We got yellow and purple. That's the buildings. Now teleport it to Venus and I mean, if you live there, you would probably die. Not probably, just like you would die. What we need is a giant heat shield. Yeah, I mean, it's shaking a lot. It's like living in a constant earthquake, but you would survive. You could actually live here in the future. Then the fastest rocket with only ion engines. Now the fastest rocket with ion engines is the one that moves. The fastest speed is any speed. Look, it's so weak. If we just have enough engines to launch it all, then that's already great. And we got 5 planets in the solar system. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. Sorry, Saturn, according to SFS, you're fake. That's right, Saturn fake, Uranus fake. And of all planets, Neptune? Fake! We got a rocket for each planet with a fitting color. Since this is one rocket, we will technically be getting to every planet with the same rocket. We're already on Earth and the speedrun starts when I launch. So, start! Quickly, go up! Okay, heat exists. Let's try again. Start. Speed up time. Speed up. First, separate. Go to Mercury. Fast, fast, and faster. Yes. Then Venus. Where's Venus? There, here, there. Land. I'm a meteor on Venus. The next Mars. Red rocket Mars. Because it's like red. It's like Mars. I'm burning. I'm burning on Mars. So I'm on Mars. Lastly, Jupiter. I'm gonna land on Jupiter. I am going to land on Jupiter. It's a gas giant. I don't care. But anyway, I'm going to land on Jupiter. I'm landing on Jupiter. Stop. 3 minutes and 12 seconds to visit every single planet in the solar system. That has to be a new world record. Then we're almost at the giant alien, but first we're launching as many rockets as we can in 1 minute. This is like the most efficient way. We can just launch, move, new, launch, move, new, launch, move, and time. Now let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rockets in 1 minute. That's one every 5 seconds. Even SpaceX can't launch them this fast. Then the most colors on one rocket. Now I might have the most color packs out of everyone in SFS, so I used all my colors and I got like 20 different colors. I also got Smurf Cat, Alien, and Among Us Cow, so that's 32 colors. But then I remembered, boom, every single color ever. Here I got infinite colors, but we don't have the Smurf Cat, and Smurf Cat is really its own color. Then we're making the longest tunnel ever in SFS. I don't know who else has even made an SFS tunnel, so every tunnel would probably be the longest. I mean, who does this? It's like cool neon colors and a shadow inside it, and go! Okay, but why does this actually look kinda cool? This is actually a really cool tunnel, and it's 700 meters. That takes a person like almost 50 seconds to run. We're almost doing the biggest weapon, but first, the alien. This is like a normal alien, but what if I want the most gigantic alien ever? Let's make the pixel grid and start drawing. Bro, this is actually kinda cool. This is like a speed art painting or something. Now color it in with green and green. They're like different. You have green and green. Add the eyes, the mouth, make it PNG, and get it to Mars, where he belongs. No, he's falling. Okay, but actually he stood up. This is a giant. This guy is visible from space. This is insane. But now finally the strongest weapon ever. So here are the defenses, right? And we need to sort of hammer it into each other. This is like a zipper type block. But we have to get through this. So I made a machine gun. And yes, we destroyed the crystal. But wait, is that really the strongest weapon ever? No, there's a skyscraper-sized crystal that we need to destroy with this triple nuclear missile. Launch, make sure the aim is right, and we should hit it in 3, 2, 1. Yes! Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.